the Eastern Ghats receive no rainfall. However, the Eastern Jet Stream, also known as the Somali Jet Stream, imagine what our lives would be like if it didn't rain. Our lives depend as much on air, water, and food as they do on rain, because rain provides food, branches, and vegetables. Rain is crucial for farmers. The 2 months of Sawan and Bhadrapada receive the most rainfall. Farmers wait for the monsoon to arrive and bring abundant rain to irrigate their crops. 2 types of monsoon winds blow in India: the southwest monsoon and the northeast monsoon. India's climate is also known as the monsoon climate and the hot monsoon climate. The word monsoon derives from the Arabic word mausim, which means a reversal of wind direction according to the season. The first study of the monsoon was done by the Arabic geographer al-Masudi. These same monsoon winds were used by Arab traders, and they traded with India. The main theory regarding the origin of the monsoon is the thermal theory, which was proposed by Edmund Halley. According to this, the annual cycle of monsoon circulation is due to the internal heating effect of land and water. As I mentioned earlier, 2 types of monsoons occur in India: the southwest monsoon and the northeast monsoon. Monsoon and northeast monsoon. To understand the monsoon, we need to understand some basic facts. First, the ground heats up or cools down faster than water. In summer, your feet burn as soon as you step on the ground. However, pond water is cooler in comparison. Second, when air heats up, it becomes lighter and rises, while cold air becomes heavier and descends. Third, in areas with high temperatures, the air in those areas becomes warmer and rises. Creating a low-pressure zone, In colder areas, the air becomes heavier and descends, creating a high-pressure zone, Fourth, winds always move from high-pressure zones to low-pressure zones, meaning winds blow from colder zones to warmer zones. Fifth, as we move higher above the earth, the temperature decreases. The upper region is cooler compared to the Earth's heat. Sixth, due to the sun's heat, this region becomes hotter, and the surrounding region is cooler. Therefore, winds move from high-pressure zones to low-pressure zones. It will enter the region and become hot, and start moving upwards. As the winds get cooled upwards, the process of condensation starts in them, and this process of condensation leads to the formation of clouds, as a result of which it starts raining in that area after some time. This means that where there is a low-pressure area, it rains there. Seventh thing, this is our Earth. This is the equator. To its north, the Tropic of Cancer passes, and to its south, the Tropic of Capricorn passes. On 21st June, the sun rays fall perpendicularly on the Tropic of Cancer, then the area here becomes hot, and a hot belt is formed on the Earth. This hot belt is called ITC Jad. In Hindi, it is called Intertropical Convergence Zone. When the Earth moves forward, on 23rd September, the sun rays fall perpendicularly on the equator, and on 22nd December on the Tropic of Capricorn, then on 21st March on the equator, and then on 21st June on the Tropic of Cancer. So wherever the sun rays fall perpendicularly, the area becomes hot and their ITC Jad, that is, a hot belt, gets formed. ITC-JAD is formed from the Tropic of Cancer through the equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, and from the Tropic of Capricorn through the equator to the Tropic of Cancer. I told you earlier that the ITC route is a hot belt, so wherever this belt is there will be a low pressure area, and if there is a low pressure area, then it will rain there. Know directly that wherever the ITC route goes, it will cause rain there. Now let us understand the pre-monsoon. This is our country, India. This is the Indian Ocean. This is the Arabian Sea, and this is the Bay of Bengal. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of India, and the equator is passing from here. On March 21st, the ITC route is on the equator. That is why there will be more rainfall on the equator. The ITC route will reach India while causing rain in the Indian Ocean. As soon as the ITC route reaches Tamil Nadu and Kerala, the land area there will become hot, and a low pressure area will be formed. In comparison, there is a high pressure area in the Indian Ocean, hence the winds will take moisture from the oceans and enter the low pressure area. After reaching here, the winds will heat up and rise, and after condensation, it will rain heavily here. But remember, this rain that has occurred is not monsoon rain, it is pre-monsoon rain. This is the rain that we call pre-monsoon. When the ITC route reaches the Maharashtra and Karnataka region, it brings rain to this region as well. This is also pre-monsoon. Monsoon arrives in India after June 21st, and June 21st is near the Tropic of Cancer. Therefore, any rainfall till the Tropic of Cancer will be pre-monsoon rain. The ITC route causes rain in the areas of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, and after this, the ITC route goes near the Tropic of Cancer and brings rain to the Gangetic Plains. But this rain that has occurred in the Gangetic Plains is also pre-monsoon, meaning that the pre-monsoon causes rain in the area where the ITC route is located. For example, if the ITC route is currently in the Gangetic Plains, it will bring rain to the areas of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, but it will not bring rain to other parts of India. Pre-monsoon has different local names in different regions. For example, in the Kerala region, it is called cherry blossom. In Maharashtra and Karnataka, it is called mango varsha. In Madhya Pradesh, the pre-monsoon is called Mada. In eastern India, these winds are called Nor'westers. In Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal, these winds are called Chai-Jut, and it is beneficial for rice cultivation. In West Bengal, the Nor'wester is called Kalbasaki, and in Assam, these winds are called Bordo Chilla. Bordo Chilla is the local name for the Nor'wester in Assam. This means that any rainfall that occurs before June 21st is called pre-monsoon rainfall. Now, we will study the southwest monsoon. Currently, the ITC route is present in the Gangetic Plains of India, so the temperature here is extremely intense. Rajasthan already has a desert region, and the presence of the ITC route here will increase the temperature even further. This will create a very low pressure area, which the winds from the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea will not be sufficient to fill. This requires special winds. You probably know that there are 3 winds that blow throughout the year: trade winds, westerlies, and polar winds. Trade winds play a crucial role in the Indian monsoon. When trade winds blow in this direction, they deviate slightly to the left in the southern hemisphere due to the Coriolis effect. Remember, the trade winds were blowing in their own direction, but the low-pressure area near the ITC route areas in India to fill the void that is formed, the trade winds start moving towards the north. If the trade winds have to go towards India, then the direction of the winds will be something like this. But due to the Coriolis effect, if they go towards the southern hemisphere, they will turn left and move in this direction. They will move in this direction till the equator, but after this the winds will enter the northern hemisphere, and due to the Coriolis effect in the northern hemisphere, any moving object turns to its right. Therefore, after reaching near the equator, the winds will start moving in this direction, and this will cause rainfall not only in India, but in the entire Southeast Asia. These winds bring with them a lot of moisture, hence it rains heavily in India. At this time in India, it is the month of Shravan or Bhadrapada. This monsoon proves to be a boon for crops like paddy, etc. This wind enters India from the southwest direction, hence it is called the southwest monsoon of India or the Maha monsoon of Southeast Asia. Now we will know in the Indian context, on which dates and where does this monsoon enter. Arrival of monsoon. Southwest monsoon is the first in India. It reaches the Andaman and Nicobar coast on May 25th, then reaches Kerala and Chennai on June 1st, and receives heavy rainfall. It touches Kolkata and Mumbai between June 5th and 10, reaches Patna, Ahmedabad, Nagpur between June 10th and 15. After June 15th, it reaches Lucknow, Delhi, and Jaipur, and by July 1st, the monsoon has spread across almost the entire India. Imagine what our lives would be like if it didn't rain. When the southwest monsoon arrives, it hits the Nilgiri Hills and splits into two branches, one from the Arabian Sea and the other from the Bay of Bengal. The Arabian Sea branch causes heavy rainfall along the western Ghats. The slope along which the wind climbs the mountain is called the Pina Beam Muck. After climbing to a higher altitude, the clouds gain moisture, resulting in heavy rainfall. However, on the other side of the mountain, called the Pina V Muck, the wind descends, causing no or little rainfall. This is called the rain shadow region. An example of this can be seen in the Western Ghats. There is a mountain in the Western Ghats called Mahabaleshwar. To the west of Mahabaleshwar, i.e., Pina Mumbai lies on the opposite side and is completely in the rain shadow. The distance from Mumbai to Pune is only 150 kilometers, but Mumbai receives 600 centimeters of rainfall, while Pune receives only 70 centimeters. The Arabian Sea branch enters Gujarat through this route. These winds, while bringing rain, begin to flow parallel to the Aravalli Range. Due to this parallel flow, the Aravalli Mountains are unable to block the monsoon winds, resulting in a lack of rainfall in Rajasthan. The Arabian Sea branch reaches the Pir Panjal and Shivalik ranges, resulting in relatively heavy rainfall there. These winds also cause rainfall in the Himalayan foothills. The Arabian Sea branch causes very little rainfall in the Kutch Peninsula region of Gujarat and the northwestern region of Kathiawar. The Arabian Sea branch enters the gentle valley between the Vindhyas and Satpuras, causing heavy rainfall. Now we learn about the Bay of Bengal branch. Here are the Nilgiri Hills and the Annamalai Mountains. In between lies the Palghat Pass. The southwest monsoon hits the Nilgiri Hills and flows through the Palghat Pass. This branch originates from what is called the Bay of Bengal branch. The Bay of Bengal branch runs parallel to the eastern Ghats, preventing rainfall in Tamil Nadu. This branch of the Bay of Bengal carries moisture from the Bay of Bengal and collides with the eastern Himalayas. Meghalaya has three major mountain ranges: Garo, Khasi, and Jaintia. When the monsoon collides with these three mountains, heavy rainfall occurs here. Cherrapunji and Mansan Ram are located in its interior. These two regions receive the highest rainfall in the world, receiving over 11 centimeters of rainfall. After colliding with the eastern Himalayas, the monsoon moves westward and reaches the vast plains of North India, causing rainfall. Running parallel to the Eastern Ghats, the Eastern Ghats receive no rainfall. However, the Eastern Jet Stream, also known as the Somali Jet Stream, operates here. This jet stream pushes the monsoon southwestward, eastward, and thus, rainfall occurs in the Eastern Ghats. If you are asked whether the Arabian Sea branch or the Bay of Bengal branch has the highest humidity, draw an imaginary line. To understand this, draw a line. The Arabian Sea branch begins to release water vapor, while the Bay of Bengal branch continues to collect water vapor from the Bay of Bengal even after this line. Therefore, the Bay of Bengal has a higher water vapor content, meaning it has higher humidity. The Ladakh region receives the least rainfall in India. It is followed by Rajasthan. The eastern Himalayas receive the most rainfall, and within these, Cherrapunji and Mansaram receive the most rainfall. Now we will study the retreating monsoon. In winter, the ITC route, i.e., the hot belt, is near the Tropic of Capricorn, so temperatures near the Tropic of Capricorn are high. In comparison, due to continuous rainfall in India and the ITC route being far away, the temperature here is very low, thus creating a high-pressure area. As a result, winds begin to move from India towards Australia, i.e., from the Tropic of Cancer towards the Tropic of Capricorn. Due to the Coriolis effect, winds in the northern hemisphere begin to deviate to their right. These winds begin to deviate to their right in the southern hemisphere after the equator. If we consider India, winds are returning from the northeast, which is why it is called the retreating monsoon. The southwest monsoon brings moisture from the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal, and thus brings heavy rainfall across India. However, due to the landmass, the northeast monsoon contains very little moisture, so the retreating monsoon is unable to bring rainfall to India. Sometimes, the retreating monsoon may collect moisture from rivers and cause some rainfall in some areas during the winter months. We noted that Tamil Nadu received no rainfall during the summer months, but the retreating monsoon, carrying sufficient moisture from the Bay of Bengal, brings heavy rainfall to the Tamil Nadu region during the winter months. Paddy is cultivated year-round in Tamil Nadu, as it receives heavy rainfall even during the winter months near the Coromandel coast. The northeast monsoon does not bring rainfall to the entire country. It only brings rainfall to Tamil Nadu. This is called the retreating monsoon or the northeast monsoon, or the northeast monsoon. Now, we will also study western disturbances, so let's learn about them. This is Europe, and this is Africa. Between them is the Mediterranean Sea. When cold winds from Europe and warm winds from Africa meet, a temperate cyclone forms in the Mediterranean. This cyclone is very large. The winds blowing here also contain a significant amount of humidity, which is why Europe receives heavy rainfall even during the winter. Our country India is very far from here, but the moist winds of the Mediterranean Sea reach India. The carrier of this is the jet stream. The jet stream is a wind that blows around the earth from west to east throughout the year. The tropical cyclone lifts the moist winds of the Mediterranean Sea and brings them into contact with the jet stream. When the winds come into contact with the jet stream carries the moist winds of the Mediterranean Sea with it to India. Upon reaching India, these winds collide with the Himalayas, and upon reaching India, they split into two branches. Its northern branch moves towards China, and the southern branch enters India. Its southern branch runs parallel to the Himalayas, causing snowfall in the entire Himalayan region. Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, these winds cause snowfall and sometimes hailstorms. This is why North India experiences freezing cold. Snowfall, hailstorms, and freezing cold are all three events called Western disturbances because Europe lies to the west of India, and this is why disturbances occurred in India, meaning disturbances occurred. Later, these winds also cause rainfall in Haryana, Punjab, and western Uttar Pradesh. This rainfall is essential for rabi crops. Wheat is produced in large quantities in Punjab, Haryana, and other areas. So, we learn how the humid winds from the Mediterranean Sea reach India and prove to be a boon for rabi crops in India. This is called Western disturbances. I hope you understood this video. If you didn't understand something, you can ask in the comments. We will try our best to resolve all your questions. If you liked the video,